Today we are going to discuss the Patterson coat of arms. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research service at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First coat of arms to discuss is blazoned, Argent, 3 pelicans or, in their nest vert, vulning themselves proper, Crest, a naked arm, erect, holding a pen proper. Very similar coat of arms with Crest, a dexter hand issuing out of a cloud, holding a branch of laurel proper. For the Patersons of Dunmure in County Fife, Scotland, there was John Patersone of Denmuir, who had son and heir Walter Paterson. Later from this family descended Robert Paterson, alive in the year 1624, and George Paterson in 1702. Similar coat of arms, the crescent for difference, Crest, a branch of palm proper, registered in 1672 by one Captain Robert Paterson. Argent, 3 pelicans gules, feeding their young in nest vert on a chief azure, 3 mullets of the field, said to be for Paterson of Dalkeith in Scotland, found in a 16th century document. Now, some early Patersons in Scotland, alive in the 16th century, include Robert Paterson, captain in Dundee in 1544, John Paterson, who owned land in Glasgow in 1552, another John Paterson was made Burgess of North Berwick in 1562, and Alexander Paterson was made Burgess of Aberdeen in the year 1594. Very similar coat of arms for John Paterson, born 1604, Bishop of Ross, and his eldest son, seen here, John Paterson, born 1632, Archbishop of Galway. Argent, 3 pelicans feeding their young or in nest vert on a chief azure, a mitre of the second between 2 mullets of the first, Crest, a hand grasping a sword erect proper. For Paterson of Seafield, there was George Paterson of Seafield, a commissary, the second son of the Bishop of Ross. Another, this featuring Crest, a pelican's head, coupe proper, for Robert Paterson, born around the year 1635. He was principal of Marischal College in Aberdeen, and the 4th son of the Bishop of Ross. Argent, 3 pelicans vulned gules on a chief embattled azure, as many mullets of the field, Crest, a dexter hand, holding a quill proper, were the Patersons of Bannockburn in Stirling, Scotland. The Paterson baronetcy of Bannockburn in the county of Stirling was a title created in the baronetage of Nova Scotia in 1686 for Sir Hugh Paterson, a Scottish landowner, and the son of Hugh Paterson, who acquired the estate. And he, in turn, was succeeded by his son, the 2nd baronet, Sir Hugh Paterson, seen here, who died in 1777, and was a member of Parliament for Stirlingshire. Here we see the family estate of Bannockburn House in the modern day. Another for Paterson of Castle Huntly in County Perth, Scotland, born by George Paterson, Esquire, of the Honourable East India Company, born 1756, a diplomat and doctor, who returned to Scotland a wealthy man, the son of David Paterson, and he himself had sons George and John. There was also Charles James Paterson, 2nd son of George Paterson of Castle Huntly, and Major General Adrian Hugh Paterson, Esquire, born 1825, as well as Thomas John Paterson of Tildarg, Marion, in County Dublin, Ireland, who was the son of Thomas Paterson of Plaister and Swillymont in County Donegal, and the son of James Paterson, a Justice of the Peace. Here we see the family estate of Huntly Castle. Another granted in 1812 for Paterson of London, the crest being on a mural crown or a stag's head erased proper, attired gules, gorged with a collar azure and pendant therefrom a man's heart gules. Wasn't quite able to ascertain who it was, but one possibility is Daniel Paterson, born 1739, a British Army officer and cartographer, known for his book of road maps. Gules, 3 swans, Argent, on a chief embattled of the 2nd, 3 mullets of the field. For Paterson of Ireland, found on a church memorial to Claude Durham Paterson, born 1844, captain of the 21st Royal Scots Fusiliers, erected by his brothers who were also officers. And I have listed here several prominent Patersons in Ireland who this could have been borne by, including John Paterson of Bangor, a merchant who died in 1661, Josiah Paterson, a surgeon who died in 1691, and so on and so forth. Clement Paterson, a lieutenant. Next is azure fest between two pelicans in their nest feeding their young in chief, and a pot of lilies in base, all argent. Crest, a pelican as in the arms. This belonged to the Patersons of Caneddles in County Forfar, Scotland. James Paterson, seen here, born 1819, purchased the estate and began work on the castle. He was a wealthy manufacturer who owned the Heathfield Works in Hawkhill. Here we see the castle that he built. Argent on a fest dance set azure, 3 fleur-de-lis of the field. On a canton gules, a lion rampant regarding or crest, a pelican in her piety, vulning herself proper, gorged with a collar, dance set azure. For Sir Robert Lloyd Paterson of Croft House in Hollywood in County Down, Ireland, born 1836, an Irish naturalist, linen merchant, justice of the peace, and deputy lieutenant, the second son of Robert Paterson, Irish businessman and naturalist from Belfast, who is the eldest son of Robert Paterson, born 1750, owner of a mill furnishing business in Belfast. And here we see the last slide. Wasn't able to find the blazon for this one, but the baronetcy belonged to the family Paterson of Eccles and Berwick. The Paterson baronetcy of Eccles was a title created in the baronetage of Nova Scotia in 1687 for Sir William Paterson of Granton, a barrister and clerk to the Privy Council, son of the Bishop of Ross. He was succeeded by his son, Sir John Paterson, 2nd Baronet, and he in turn was succeeded by his son, also named John, who died in 1782. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, where we offer genealogy research service, high-resolution digital JPEGs, and heraldic merchandise such as t-shirts, mugs, and posters. Link in the description. Like and share. Thank you very much.